Hello everyone. For number 27, it says Guy and Jim work at a furniture store. They give us two equations, or two functions. G of x for Guy, how much he makes, it doesn't, based off X dollars worth of sales, and how much Jim makes for X dollars worth of sales each week. And it wants to know, determine the value of X in dollars that will make their weekly pay the same. So basically, they earn commission, I guess, at this store. They get a weekly pay amount of 185, or for Jim, he makes a little bit more, and then they have a commission. They earn a percentage of their total sales. So they want to know what X value, what sales amount would make them earn the same. So in other words, what does this question really boil down to? More important question here. They want to know, when does g of x equal f of x? So this is basically a system question. So what we can do, since you could think of these as both saying like y equals, right? Y equals to represent f of x and y equals to represent g of x, we can use substitution to set these equal to each other. So I'm going to say 185 plus, we don't have to use like elimination or anything like that, since they're both equal to an output function, we can set them directly equal to each other. Okay, and again, it's a substitution method, or substitution property. They're both equal to y, so we could set them equal to each other. And now solving this, I'm going to move my x's to one side. Notice I have an x on the left and an x on the right. I like to bring them to the side with the bigger coefficient, so I'm going to bring the 0.025x to the left. And that will give me 0.005x equals, and in the same move, I'm going to subtract 185. Since I brought my x's to the left, I want to bring my numbers over to the other side. Because remember, my goal here, as always with an equation, is to isolate the variable. If I do the math here, these are going to cancel. I'm going to get 90. Okay, and now if I divide both sides by 0.005, divide 90 by 0.005, I'm going to get 90 divided by 0.005, if you have to, and with some of the calculations we did earlier, or I did up top, you'd want to check on your calculator too. We're going to do 90, just scroll up, divided by 0.005, and we get 18,000. Like I was just mentioning, with some of them, if you're not comfortable with doing like 0.03, some of these operations, always feel free to use your calculator. You don't have to be doing everything by hand here. We want to show the process, but you can do the calculations with your TI-84. So we get x equals 18,000, which means if they both sell $18,000 worth of furniture, I'm guessing the only thing they sell at this store, they will make the same amount in that given week. So $18,000 is our final answer. I guess we could state it with the units if we want to be a little bit more clear. Okay, and it doesn't ask for what that actual pay amount is, it just asks for the value of x. If it did say like what would that amount be, we would then want to evaluate f of 18,000 and g of 18,000 to get how much they're actually making. They're not making 18,000, they're selling that much, and that should set them equal to each other. That will set them equal to each other. Okay, thank you for watching, and hopefully this was helpful.